Hello, Angelo. It looks like you're still off somewhere, but I thought you were going to come home straight from work today. You promised that you would come straight home without going anywhere today, right?
Oh, hey, Katya. What's your problem? I just had to do a bit of overtime, all right? Stop making such a big deal out of this.
What do you mean, what's your problem? You told me 30 minutes earlier that you were already on your way home, and you should have been home by now. I know you're lying to me and just went off somewhere again.
Did I say that? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I went to grab a quick drink with some colleagues, but I'm done now.
Fine. Anyways, where are you right now?
I'm on the train between B station and C station. I'll be home in about 20 minutes.
Is that so?
What? What's with that reaction? You think I'm lying or something because it's true that I'm between B station and C station right now?
Oh, it's nothing. Don't mind me. So you'll be home in about 20 minutes, right?
Actually, it might take a bit longer than that because, fuck it. I can't keep hiding it from you forever, all right?
What? And what exactly have you been hiding from me all this time? I have an idea as to what it is, but I want to hear it from your own mouth.
I'm going to divorce you, Katya. I fell in love with someone else.
Huh? I was wondering what you were going to say, and this is what you tell me?
But I'm serious. You see, there's this other girl I've been going out with for a while now. On my way home from work today as well, I dropped her off at her nearest station.
What do you mean, girl? Don't tell me, but is this other woman of yours a lot younger than you?
Yeah, she is. She's 22 and she's beautiful at that.
22? Huh. And do you know how old you yourself are? Why would someone that age be interested in an old man in his 40s like you anyways? You could be her dad if we just took a look at the age difference. I mean, I'd understand if you were rich or handsome or something, but you're just an average guy in his 40s, and that's already being generous.
Huh? What's with the insult suddenly? You're just jealous I found someone better than you, aren't you? Besides, age doesn't matter when it comes to love. And it just so happens that I'm only interested in girls aged 22 or younger.
You completely forgot what day it is today, didn't you?
Huh? Was there something today?
It's my 35th birthday. That's why I made you promise to come home directly from work, don't you remember? You really are a sick fuck, Angelo.
What? Oh yeah, I forgot. Come on, Katya, don't be such a child. So what if I forgot your birthday or something? But I admit, it must suck to be you, getting divorced on your 35th birthday?
So you want to get divorced today? Are you sure you thought this through, Angelo? Because I'm not going to take you back even if you come crying later on to get remarried, okay?
Of course I'm sure. I mean, I have a 22-year-old girlfriend who's better than you in every way now. What made you think that I would ever want to marry you again after you got divorced? I mean, everyone knows that girls ages 22 and younger are the best when it comes to relationships. Sorry, Katya, but you're just past your prime.
Then why did you marry me in the first place? I was 28, not 22 when we got married, remember?
Marriage and love are two separate things. It's what I thought when I married you, but now that I have a 22-year-old girlfriend, I think I want to marry her. I'm not going to let you get in the way of our love, Katya, which is why I want to get divorced with you as soon as possible.
You may be in your early 40s, but you have the mental maturity of a child in elementary school. Anyways, just come home for now. We'll talk about the divorce then. Good evening, Tamara. Is now a good time? There's something I want to talk to you about. Good evening, Katya. Yep, I can talk now. You see, it's about this stalker situation of yours that you told me about last time. There are a few things I want to ask you. Oh, what is it? Nothing's really happened since then. Apparently, he was following me home today as well, so I had my brother, who lives alone nearby, pick me up from the station. I see. You're 22 years old, right, Tamara? What? Oh, yeah. I just graduated from university last year, and this is my first year as an independent adult. I'm turning 23 next month, though. What's the nearest station to your office? It's K Station. I always use the south exit when I go to work, by the way. So I was right. Katya? What exactly were you right about? Oh, sorry. I haven't told you yet. It's still a hypothesis, as I don't actually have any concrete proof, but I think that your stalker might be my husband. Huh? What? Your husband is my stalker? Sorry if I surprised you. My husband is in his 40s, and his name is Angelo. He also uses the south exit of K Station when he goes to work like you. I think that Angelo is stalking you without knowing that I'm a friend of your sister's, though. Could it be that your husband works at a factory owned by B Food Company? Yes, he does. Does that mean something to you? You see, I also work at a factory owned by B Food Company. It's just a feeling, but I think that the stalker always starts stalking me from another factory 2 sites away from mine. But do you really think it's your husband? Isn't there a possibility that this is just some sort of coincidence? I mean, there are plenty of other men who use the south exit of K Station and work at a factory owned by B Food Company. That's what I thought at first. You see, recently he's been coming home late, and whenever I ask him about it, he says he had to work overtime or that he was drinking with colleagues. But he always seems completely sober when he comes home from work, and I know the factory he works at is very strict with shifts. I thought he was just cheating on me or something, but that's when he told me that this girlfriend of his was 22 years old. All of this combined with the fact that my husband has a tendency to be delusional when it comes to women suggests that he's the one who's been stalking you, although in his mind you two have been going out. Seriously? If what you're saying is true and your husband is really my stalker, then this is some pretty scary stuff. I mean, what do you mean he thinks that we've been going out? That's not just being delusional, Katya. That's some sort of a mental disorder. Yeah, I was scared at first too. Like I said, he's always been a bit delusional when it comes to women, but I didn't know that it was this bad. By the way, earlier this evening, Angelo told me that he wanted to divorce. Because according to him, he's going out with a 22-year-old and wants to marry her instead, apparently. I think he meant you. What? Ew, I would never lay my hands on a married man. I haven't made contact with him even once, I swear. Of course, I don't actually believe what he says. I know you're not the kind of person to do something that perverted. Tell me, is this stalker of yours near your house right now? Oh, yeah, I don't think so. I can't see him, at least. I'm going to talk to Angelo about the divorce soon, and I think it would be best if we put an end to this stalker business as well. If my hypothesis is incorrect, however, we'll have to think of something else, as it'll be another problem entirely. But if my hypothesis is correct, we'll still need to act quickly. We can't let him know now that we're on to him until we're ready to act. Otherwise, he could just pretend this never happened since we don't actually have any concrete proof. Yes, I understand. I just want to put an end to this as soon as possible. I can't even go to my boyfriend who lives nearby with something like this going on. Whenever I have to leave the house, I'm always looking behind my back to check if he's following me. That must be terrifying. At least he's not the type to resort to violence, though. Anyways, you have a boyfriend who lives nearby? Oh, yes. He goes on a lot of business trips, but he gave me a spare key to his house and told me that I could come in whenever I wanted to. So that means that once we put an end to all of this business, you have a place to hide until things calm down, right? To be honest, I'm planning on moving once I divorce Angelo and all this is done, so he won't have any way to find me. I know it's really inconvenient, but you should probably consider moving as well. Yes, what you're saying may be right. My boyfriend and I were planning on getting married soon anyways, so this might be a good opportunity to move in with him once all this is done. Oh, and I've already moved some emergency equipment into my boyfriend's house just in case. But it won't be of use if the stalker follows me there, because then even my boyfriend's house won't be safe. I see. So we need to know where the stalker is before we make a move, right? Oh, it looks like the man himself has arrived. Well, I'll end the conversation for now. I'll be contacting you again soon. Okay, I'm counting on you, Katya. Hey, Angelo. You kept ignoring me back there, so I'm going to try talking to you via text. Could you please stop acting like a child who didn't get what he wanted and is now throwing a tantrum? Are you sure you're 47 years old? Seriously, as soon as you came home, you slammed the divorce papers on the table and locked yourself in your room. I haven't even said anything about the divorce yet. The nearest station to her workplace is K Station, same as you. She uses the south exit like you as well. She's 22 years old and it's her first year after graduating from university. She's a bit taller than me and has hair that barely reaches her shoulders. Today her brother picked her up at K Station and went home with her.
What? How do you know what Tamara looks like? And why do you know what Tamara did today? Hold on. Was the stalker Tamara and her brother were talking about on the way home today you? Wait, does that mean that you knew about us all this time?
Thanks for the reply. I especially loved the second to last one. If only you knew the truth.
Huh? What in the world are you talking about? Just because you're jealous of her and you're my wife doesn't mean you can do stuff like this. I'm not going to forgive you if you do something to Tamara. Stop stalking her right now or else.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I wanted to tell you. Hello, Tamara. It's certain now my husband is your stalker. He even accused me of stalking you when I told him your appearance and what you did today. Oh, I see. So you were right, he really did think that we were actually going out, huh? It gives me chills just thinking about it. Yep, but for me it's more that he wants to make me throw up, if anything. I'll try to stall him and buy time for you to escape to your boyfriend's house. Go there by tonight, okay? Understood. Thanks for your help, Katya. I know it must be difficult finding out that your husband is a lunatic, but hang in there. To think that you were the delusional man that was always stalking Tamara. I just mentally beat myself up for marrying a man like you in the first place. I guess I have terrible taste in men.
What? What do you mean I'm delusional? But Katya and I have already been on several dates, and we go to and from work every day.
Jesus, Tamara was right. Maybe you do actually have some sort of mental disorder. Those weren't dates, Angelo. You were just stalking her all this time. I mean, it's not like it's your first time, I guess. Remember when you told me how you thought that our neighbor who was a housewife probably liked you and that it might become a problem? Or how my friend Isabella secretly liked you and it was so embarrassing. I did my best to prevent you from doing anything strange by explaining it to you carefully how they didn't actually like you, but to think that the moment I lost sight of you and couldn't stop you anymore, you go and make a mess this huge.
What do you mean, make a mess? But it's true that me and Tamara are in love. Maybe from an outsider it looks like she's keeping her distance from me, but that's just because she's shy.
Whatever, I can't be bothered to argue with you anymore. Oh, and thanks for proposing a divorce. I think I might cry from joy.
What? So you're going to agree to the divorce?
Yes, I'll be taking care of those divorce papers you gave me earlier. Please pack all your stuff and leave as soon as possible.
As soon as possible?
Yes, didn't you yourself tell me that you wanted to get divorced as soon as possible because I would get in the way of you and Tamara's love? I'm the owner of this apartment, so you're the one who has to leave once we get divorced, right? You can move out tomorrow, but make sure to pack all your stuff by tonight. Don't leave a single thing of yours in my house.
But I'd have to stay up all night if I'm to finish by tomorrow. By as soon as possible, I meant like as soon as I found somewhere else to live.
You're the one who suggested the divorce, right? I'm just doing what you told me to do. Once I see that you've packed all your stuff, I'll turn in the divorce papers to the city hall. I'm going to set up a futon near the front door and sleep there until you finish.
You really now have to strike me where it hurts? Damn you, Katya. But it's me who's going to have the last laugh, not you. I'm going to find happiness with Tamara, while you're going to be alone for the rest of your life. Hey, I packed all my stuff. I'm so tired. Did you seriously have to make me do all of this by today?
Yes, and stop whining like a baby. This is what you wanted, isn't it? Anyways, I asked your father to lend you a light truck, so put your stuff there.
Why'd you have to call my father? Aren't there plenty of places that will lend trucks?
Yeah, but your father said he would lend the truck for free, so obviously I had to take up his offer, right? Oh, and I also asked the caretaker of this apartment to temporarily let you park in the empty lot of the parking lot. Hurry up and carry your stuff out.
But I just stayed up all night. Can't you just let me sleep for a bit?
I don't care if you stayed up all night. Just get out of my sight. You disgust me, Angelo.
What did you say to me? Never mind. You're just jealous of me and Tamara. But you said you borrowed the truck from my dad, right? Did you tell him about me and Tamara? Dad isn't going to approve of this. He's the kind of guy who hates people that cheat on their partner.
Of course I did. Hurry up and take your stuff out of my house. Be finished in an hour.
This is why I hate 35-year-old bitches like you. It's already too late, so don't come crying to me when you regret doing this.
Just shut up and leave, will you?
I carried all the stuff into the truck. But this suffering is a cheap price to pay if I now get to find happiness with the beautiful 22-year-old Tamara.
Yeah. Bye. Hello, Katya. Hello, Tamara. Is everything all right there? Yes, I told my boyfriend about what happened and he came home from his business trip earlier than was planned. He got mad at me for not telling him sooner. I see. He's a nice boyfriend, I see. He is. I also just turned in those divorce papers. Wow, that was fast. You see, this has been a problem with Angelo for a long time now. But he showed me with this recent incident that he's practically insane. And even I couldn't put up with him anymore. I guess I finally saw how disgusting he was. Oh, is that so? Jesus, looks like he's spamming me with texts. It must be the final battle. Good luck. I mean, all I have to do is tell him I turned in the divorce papers, and that's the end of the story, though.
Katya! I think Tamara just broke up with me. I didn't have anywhere to go after you kicked me out, so I thought I would live with Tamara. I drove the truck with my stuff on it to Tamara's house, but then your friend Isabella and her husband were waiting for me there. Isabella told me that Tamara has a boyfriend she's been going out with since high school and that they've already talked about getting married with both of their parents. She even said something like, besides, there's no way a 22-year-old girl would want to have anything to do with a disgusting man in his 40s like you. I mean, she was so mean to me. Not only that, but you never told me that Isabella was Tamara's sister. So that's why you knew about Tamara's actions, right? You need to be punished for not telling me about this sooner. I'm canceling the divorce.
Sorry, but I already turned in the divorce papers to the city hall.
What?
Bye.
But Katya...
During this, I was staying at my friend's house just in case Angelo tried anything strange. I showed my friend these final texts I received from Angelo, and all she had to say was, "What a complete idiot." She also got mad at him, saying that he didn't even seem to realize his own mistakes. At a later date, Tamara filed a complaint against Angelo to the police, and now Angelo is a proud owner of a criminal record. As with me and Angelo, I received all the money in our co-savings bank account in exchange for me not asking him to pay an alimony. Also, it seems that when Angelo hesitantly returned his father's truck, afraid as to what he might do, Angelo's father told him that both he and his mother were cutting ties with him. Apparently, he fell to the ground and cried like a child, saying, "Why is it always me?" Everyone at the scene all walked away agreeing that Angelo was an idiot. His superiors at his company also found out about what he did, and he was fired because of it. And since word that Angelo had stalked Tamara spread through the area, he found it difficult to find a new job. He left our hometown looking for somewhere to start anew, so it seems like I'll finally be able to enjoy some peace and quiet.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Stephanie, would you mind telling me exactly what you're doing with my husband?
Excuse me? Oh, hello there, Angie. What am I doing with your husband? I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean, what are you doing in my house with my husband Steve at this very moment?
Uh-oh. I guess you're home already, huh?
Yes, I finished my work a lot sooner than I thought I would, so I left work about an hour earlier than usual and I just got home.
Uh-oh. Well, looks like we're busted.
You don't seem to be very worried about being caught like this.
Well, I guess you could say that I'm a little surprised. But just so you know, Steve and I are super duper deeply in love with each other. You know what he told me just a few minutes ago? That he's way happier with a beautiful woman like me than an old ugly hag like you. And besides, I always knew that if I got caught, I could just divorce my husband and poof, problem solved.
Do you really think you can get away with what you're doing that easily?
Of course I do. Steve already said that he'd pay for my lawyer and any damages I had to pay to my husband for cheating on him.
Ah, I see. So that's why you seem so flippant right now. I guess that would make sense. Steve's family is pretty wealthy after all.
I know, right? And this gorgeous house that me and Steve are going to live in together is his, which means it's mine too now.
Well,
Yeah, it was his family's house. And now it's gonna be our family's house. Not that I care, but how long are you planning to stay in there? Uh-oh, are you gonna try to kick me out now? You can be patient and wait for us to be done, okay? You came home before we were finished. Aren't you forgetting something? It's summer vacation. School is out right now. Well, yeah, but so what? So our daughter, who was playing at her friend's house today, is going to be coming home any moment now, and I am not about to allow my daughter to see her own father messing around with the mother of one of her classmates. Do I make myself clear? Oh man, what a spoil sport. Are you dressed right now? Yeah, I got it. Don't rush me. Hey, wait a minute. I'm looking all around the room, but I can't find Steve's or my clothes anywhere. Sorry about that. I found your clothes strewn about the living room floor, so I took the liberty of throwing them out into the yard. You what? What were you thinking? I was thinking that I didn't want you running away from me. You are super bitter about this, huh? Fine, I won't run away. I'm just gonna go home, so hurry up and give me my clothes back. Well, I'm terribly sorry to tell you, but that's not gonna happen. Huh? What is your problem? Why not? I've known about your relationship with my husband for a little over half a year now. Wait, you knew? Then, wait a minute, just a little bit ago you were acting like you didn't know. You asked me what I was doing with your husband, but you knew? What was that all about? Oh, that? Oh, that was just me buying time and stringing you along while I waited for everyone to arrive. Everyone? Who's everyone? Everyone. Steve's parents and your parents are with me, and we're about to come inside. What? If you don't mind, could you at least cover yourself up with a blanket or towel? And not my good blankets, please. What is going on, Angie? Thanks a lot, Angie. I am in a world of trouble now, thanks to you. Wow, I'm surprised you texted me so soon. Oh yeah? And what about you? Are you already at your parents' house or whatever? Yeah, I just got to my folks' house with my daughter a little bit ago. Well, good for you. While everyone was tearing into Steve and me, you were just putzing around packing up your suitcase. Man, that was some tribunal. They were really ticked at us. But it was all worth it to watch your miserable self walking out of our beautiful mansion, sad and alone. And since the dust has settled, I'm already back in our mansion enjoying some sweetie, lovey-dovey time with my Steve. There's no one to get between us anymore, so we can do anything and everything we want, whenever we want. This is the best. You seem to be pretty happy with yourself right now, but did you really think that this was all over already? Do we really need to go through this again? I just told you. Steve is going to pay me for my lawyer and whatever damages I have to pay you, okay? What is there for me to be worried about? Oh, Steve told me to tell you that he'll just wire a lump sum payment to your account whenever our lawyers come to a settlement. I was already going to demand that, so he's not going to be able to appear to come out on top of this by pretending he offered to do it beforehand. What? Oh my God, you are such a bitter old hag. Man, I am so happy I'm not ugly and alone like you. Keep it coming, Stephanie. Say whatever you'd like to me. Nothing you can say will hurt me. Oh, we'll see about that. I am about to do all the things for my Steve that you never did for him. Have fun. Oh, trust me, we're gonna have lots of fun. Way more fun than he ever had with you. And we're gonna do it in your house, on your bed. Oops, it's not your house anymore, is it? Oh, good gracious, I'm so very, very sad. So very sad, absolutely devastated. How will I recover? I'm more worried about how I'm gonna recover after tonight with Steve. Good morning! Did you sleep well? I didn't. I've got more great news for you. I'm pregnant, and it's Steve's baby. Wow, that certainly is an incredible thing. Right. I was feeling kind of sick this morning, and I thought maybe it was because of our fun last night, but I got a test, and it was positive. It's almost scary how this is going exactly like I planned it.
Planned?
Yep, it was my plan all along to get pregnant with Steve's baby so I could get my hands on this fabulous house and all of Steve's money. Now all that's left is for you to divorce Steve, and I'll get everything I wanted. And now your part in my little plan is finished, so you can go ahead and just disappear forever.
I see. Well, thanks for that, Stephanie. Now I can finally get divorced.
Huh?
Ugh, I have been so sick and tired of that pathetic loser for so long. You can have him. Oh, and by the way, you should hurry up and get ready to get out of that house as soon as possible.
What are you talking about? I'm not leaving. Why would I leave? This luxurious mansion is going to be our little love nest now. I know you're bitter and everything, but seriously, you're getting to be just plain pathetic. Angie, what's going on here? I just got told that we have to be out of this house by tomorrow. Did you know something about this? What did you do, Angie?
Didn't you know? That house is going to be put up for sale.
The house is getting sold? But why? Tell me what you did right now.
Calm down, Stephanie. I didn't do anything.
I don't believe you. But none of this makes sense. The house belongs to Steve, doesn't it? How can someone just put his house up for sale without permission? You'd better start explaining what the hell is going on here and fast.
First of all, you're wrong about one thing. That house isn't Steve's.
What?
Actually, that's Steve's grandfather's house. His name is on the title and everything.
Wait, his grandpa?
Yeah, his grandparents are currently living in their vacation house in Florida, where they moved after he retired about 20 years ago. He was worried the house would start to fall apart if it was left unoccupied, so he allowed us to live there on the condition that we would make sure it was well taken care of.
Then you lied to me. You told me it was Steve's house.
Scroll up, Stephanie. I said no such thing. I told you it was his family's house. I never said it was Steve's house.
Oh.
You see? It's not my fault that you interpreted what I said incorrectly.
I don't believe this.
It seems like they already have a buyer lined up, and they're planning to bring in the construction crew to start on some renovations in 2 days.
2 days?
Yep. And if you're still there, that's going to cause a lot of trouble for the real estate company and the workers. So I would recommend you getting your stuff out of there as soon as possible.
This is the worst. I have never been so miserable in my entire life. Why is this happening to me? I don't deserve any of this.
Ugh, what do you want now, Stephanie? Our divorce has already been finalized, and I already got my lump sum payments for child support and your affair, so I have no more reason or desire to speak to either of you ever again.
We packed up our stuff and got out of our house, but we had nowhere else to go, so we went over to Steve's parents' house, and they wouldn't let us in.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. They made it pretty clear that they never want to see Steve or you ever again.
But it gets worse. Then we tried going to my parents' house, and they wouldn't let us stay with them either.
You probably should have seen that coming too after, well, everything that you did.
After that, we only had one more hope. We tried going to Steve's grandpa's place down in Florida. After all, I'm absolutely gorgeous, and I'm pregnant with his grandchild, so I figured that he would have to help us out. But when we said who we were on the intercom, he ignored us, locked the gate, and shut all the blinds on his house.
Well, Steve's grandpa was in the Marines, and you know their motto? Always faithful? It doesn't surprise me that he'd shut you out after both of you betrayed your families. Even if you are beautiful and pregnant with his great-grandchild.
Why? Why is everyone turning their backs on me? Why are they all taking your side? I'm beautiful and stylish. You're ugly and you don't even get your nails done. I should be the one with a rich husband, not you.
What?
I mean, just think about it. Who would a wealthy and a powerful executive want on their arm at a party? Me or you? The choice is obvious. I even got my hair done just like those women on Real Housewives.
Wait a minute.
Whatever, screw all of them. I'll just have Steve buy a luxury penthouse suite for me. That will show them who's boss. I'll look out the window of my luxurious apartment with a glass of expensive wine in my hand and laugh at all the pathetic little people down below.
Stephanie, Steve's not an executive. He's a mid-level employee.
What?
He's not the company president.
Why not? He's the former president's son, isn't he? Who else would they give the job to?
Well, yeah, our company has a pretty strict meritocratic system in place. They don't allow nepotism. By the way, I'm actually the head of the department Steve was working in.
You?
But in any case, it came out that he'd been messing around with his mistress while he was supposed to be working remotely, so he got fired the other day. Didn't you notice I said the department he was working for? In past tense, I thought it was obvious.
He got fired? And what's this about a mistress? He told me I was the only one for him, and now I hear he's messing around with another woman?
No, Stephanie, that's not what I meant. You were the mistress who he got fired over.
Me?
Well, duh, think about how often the two of you have been seeing each other these last several months. Don't you think it's odd that he could spend so much time with you during the day? He was on the clock the whole time.
So, you're saying that I...
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Your affair with Steve is the reason he's now unemployed. Though to be fair, Steve is an adult and should know better than to fool around with his mistress while he's on the clock. Actually, he should just plain know better than to have a mistress, period, but that's another story.
No way.
And another thing. His little stunt where he agreed to pay for the affair and child support in one lump sum payment. Well, thanks to that, his savings have been completely wiped out. And seeing as though his parents are in the process of writing him out of their will, I think you'd better abandon any hopes of accompanying Steve to any high-class parties as a trophy wife for the foreseeable future.
Oh my God! There's no point in even being with him anymore. I'll just have to get back together with my ex-husband.
Do you actually think he'll take you back?
Why wouldn't he?
You are currently pregnant with the child of the man you were having an affair with. What self-respecting man would ever take back someone like you? Seriously, get real. Oh, your other children are all staying with your husband too, and it seems like none of them want anything to do with you anymore.
This can't be happening. I had the perfect plan. Everything was going right. I was supposed to get the pampered life. I deserve the pampered life.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to take a shower. Here's what happened to the two of them after they got kicked out of their house. In their search for a new place to live, they first went to Steve's parents and then to Stephanie's parents and got turned down by both. After that, they tried going all the way to Florida to beg Steve's grandpa for help, again, unsuccessfully. That's a cross-country trip, so I have no doubt that between travel expenses, food, and lodging, they must have spent around $1,000 to get there. Neither of them have jobs. What were they thinking, spending that much? Unbelievable. After that, they had no choice but to lower their standard of living and move into an old, run-down apartment downtown. Apparently, there are more rats living there than people. Oof, yikes. Now, while both of their parents have officially cut them out of their lives, they're apparently still keeping an eye on them. After all, this isn't just about the two of them anymore. There's also their baby to be worried about. My understanding is that their parents will ensure that the baby, who is the only innocent party, will be taken care of, even if that means eventually having to remove the baby from Steve and Stephanie's custody.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.